Welcome back. Phase 2 is a little quicker, so let's just jump right into this video. So step 1 is you're building a team. Oh, actually, you're getting more clients, you're doing more sales, you're getting more appointments, you're fulfilling more services, and now you're thinking, I need to build my team. That's actually step 1. You can't work independently in a business you're trying to scale. It just doesn't work. So you need to start delegating and think about, what kind of team do I need to build? For the most part, in phase 1, what I mentioned, you could use a service like DashClicks to outsource the white labeled marketing services you need, like Google ads or Facebook ads, so on and so forth. You kind of already set up for success and scalability at that point, and also maintaining very healthy margins, because the fulfillment expenses associated with our services are extraordinarily competitive. So building a team is going to be really important, especially when we want to scale, because more clients, more help, more work. But starting off with DashClicks and the white label fulfillment team will really set you up and tackle kind of half that challenge you might have when you first start and not utilizing it. Number 2 is decentralization. So again, this ties kind of all in together, but when you start a business, you are the center point of the business, and everyone else kind of expands out from you. So you do all the sales, you provide all the services, you provide all the billing, you do the management, and so everything ties back to you. You need to start changing your mindset from an employee to a business owner. You don't work for your company, you run your company. So decentralizing yourself takes you out of that space where everything's connected to you, and you start putting people in place. So I'm doing all the billing. I'm going to remove myself from that tether and put someone there to take care of billing. Now I have 5 other tethers I need to decentralize from and delegate. There's client management. I'll detach myself from that tether, add another person. I have 2 people working for me covering that. I can start seeing a bird's eye view of my business now and actually become more of a strategic mind, a leader, a thought processor. I can now actually strategize on how to bring my company from here to the next phase, which is phase 3. But now we're in phase 2. Step 3 is this. Every marketing agency deals with this problem, and it is client retention. Okay, you get your clients, they sign on. A month goes by and they're not happy, not getting the results they want. Expectations weren't made correctly. They're ready to quit. Okay, it is a difficult thing to keep clients on, but to eliminate the risk of people not being happy, clients not being happy and leaving in a shorter period of time, so we can keep them on for our long-term clients, is by the services you provide and the expectations you set. So you set the right expectations, you tell them exactly how this is going to look, then you make sure that the service you provide, which I recommend using like DashClicks white label fulfillment team and not doing this yourself, has to offer and garner results. If they don't have any of those 2 things, you will struggle with client retention. So not only is it about getting clients, but you have to now focus on keeping them, servicing them well. And making sure that they're happy, they're getting results, and they are getting what they're paying for. Okay, and making sure that their experience is pristine. Keep in mind, there's times where like things might go awry, things might go south, but being transparent, being very communicative with them, I don't know if that's a word, having great communication, being transparent, supporting them, that's really going to help your retention. So that's something you got to really think about too. The next step is onboarding. Onboarding can take a lot of time. It can be complicated, but again, with DashClicks, when you purchase one of the services to provide to a client, the system automatically sends onboarding documents to them to ask for everything we need to fulfill the service. So that's sort of tackled, but just to give you insight onto how crucial getting your onboarding right is, if you botch the onboarding process and it's lengthy, it's long, it's not organized, it's not well planned, it's not fast, if it's anything besides that, you could have clients wanting to cancel before you even start the service. Their experience could just be like, this is awful. I don't this is a bad decision. Could I get my money back, please? And you want to avoid that. So you got to make sure your onboarding is perfect. Step 5, I already talked about this, which is no matter what you're doing with a client, you need to have great communication. One of the reasons why someone will leave your company is because there's lack of communication. Okay, so always be transparent, always be on top of things. Make sure they're up to date. If something happens and you're like, I don't really want to call this person, I don't really want to email them, try to get out of that mindset. Always have great communication with your clients. Clients will always appreciate that, and that's one of the things that'll keep them on for long term as well. So setting KPIs. KPIs is short for key performance indicators. So setting right expectations is similar to KPIs, but also it's like a more detailed version of expectations. Expectations like, so it'll take 3 to 6 months. Keep in mind, each month we're going to do X, Y, and Z. KPIs is going to be like a measurable result. It's going to be, so with the blogs we create, it's going to generate, now that okay, if you're a marketer, you know this is not really legitimate, but this is just a horrible example I'm giving you. If we create a blog, we expect that the blog is going to generate between 100 to 200 visits per month. That's a measurable KPI, because if it doesn't get it, it didn't meet the KPI. Make sense? So setting KPIs for your clients and your services is really going to help them understand what is considered a successful campaign and what isn't. So you can kind of draw the line to make sure, you know, what you're providing is actually achieving the KPI, the key performance indicators. Step 7 is use a project management tool. Again, I mentioned this previously in the last video. When you start building your business higher, you're going to have more and more tasks, more and more clients, more and more things and teams and just projects that you're going to have to keep track of. And it gets overwhelming. And if you don't have the right project management tool, you're going to miss things. Your service is going to lack. You're going to overlook details. It's just going to not be a good situation you want to be in. So make sure you start off right and get the right project management tool. There are tons out there. There's like a Basecamp, there's Monday, everything. DashClicks dashboard, actually, our free version actually has a client management system. So for the most part, you can even use that. It's free, and that can help you manage clients. Step 8, which actually is the last step of this video, is predictable lead generation. When this goes both for your agency and for your client, okay? The success of your business, I might have to repeat this. The success of your business is going to be determined on how predictable your opportunity making skills are. In other words, how predictable is your lead generation? Now, I don't necessarily mean closing sales. That's a little bit more further down the line. That's still important. But you can't make a sale without first contact. You can't make a sale without an appointment. You can't make a sale without the opportunity to talk to the person, right? So there's all of these steps you have to do before you even close and onboard a client. So if you are just guessing day by day where the new client is coming from, then it's going to be a struggle for you to scale this business predictably. Now, taking that, where I apply that to your marketing agency, this also needs to be applied to your customers, your clients, because there's two scenarios. If you don't provide predictable results to your clients, then they're not going to see the long-term value in sticking around with you, especially if it's sporadic. Like 1 month we get a bunch of stuff happening, results. The next month we don't. The next month we get nothing. 3 months later we get something. That is not what they're really paying for. And so you apply that same principle that you're applying to yourself, where I need predictable lead generation. You need to make sure you apply that to your clients too, making sure that they get predictable results. Those stay on for a long term, and it's just going to be a better reputation builder for your business. So just keep in mind that these are some of the things that you really have to make sure you have. And this expands further into like email marketing and retargeting and making sure you have a powerful offer. Do you understand who your dream buyer truly is? Do you know their burning questions, their desires, their wants, their needs, their whys? All this is details you really got to consider so that you can put this data into a system where it predictably brings you new opportunity to close clients. Therefore, you are also applying that same method to your clients. So the services you provide them are getting the same result. Now, moving towards the DashClicks side, you get to tap into all that expertise. We've tested and worked in hundreds of different businesses. models, industries across the world. We know it works, we know it doesn't, and you don't have to figure that out. So when you work with DashClicks, you basically get to tap into that knowledge base. And so you don't have to really do testing. You don't have to try to figure things out. We already know what works. We know what doesn't. And so you get to tap into that knowledge. All right, guys, that is it for this video. I'll see you in the final phase video. If you haven't done already, you know how this goes. Sign up for your free DashClicks account. Have some fun in there. And I'll see you guys in the next video.